Hello, how are you doing? I'm here talking from Canada. How are you guys doing? And now, this distance, keeping a distance between people are very much enforced into pretty much anywhere in the public places. I was shopping and I had to line up, between 2 meters apart in order to get inside of the store, or when you're cashing it out you have to stay away, and some of the stores had a shield in between customers and the cashier, so they really protect the position, which is good and understandable. But at the same time, a lot of people must feel frustrated or stressed because the things that are not used to are now starting to get into your lifestyle. Yes. And I realize that when I see people, some people have this really wrong face, really worried and kind of don't want to be talked to, kind of closed-minded, closed heart look. And some people are very open, cheerful, hi, how are you doing? You don't have to talk, but you could tell a lot from the expression of your face and body language. And so there are two kinds of people who are very bright and positive, and those who are very down, right? And it's very natural to feel down after hearing all those medias or all the stories from friends or coworkers and what's going on, and it kind of puts your down state in a worry state, which is very natural. I think everybody feels it. But the thing is that the event itself is neutral. Good and bad, that's what we kind of define, but actual event itself is neutral. And people who look at the event, it could be looking at, it's say the event is just like a cup, right? The cup itself, the event itself exists as is, right? And people are looking from the top and people looking from the side. What they see is really different. When you look at the cup, when people looking at from the side, maybe you see the flower mark or the letters or illustrations on the side of the cup. But the people who are looking from the top, you don't see any of that because the angle, the concept, is so different, right? But both of them are looking at the same object, the cup, the event itself, right? That's how I look at it. So your conscious level varies too. When you're in a worry state, you start to collect a lot of events or the feelings that are worries you. When you're looking at from the place of love and a peace and harmony, you start to collect those events that enforce that feeling. So when you use your consciousness, even though the event itself is there, but the way you look at it, the perspective, how you choose to react is in your hands. So people who chose to be cheerful to people, I'm not saying that cheerful to the event, it's just cheerful human being, right? And respect what's going on, but you just come out hello, right? A nice smile. Or you just don't even talk to people and looking down and avoiding, right? It's really down feeling. So that's your choice too. And I'm feeling that depends how you choose this consciousness, really raise your frequency or your energy level. Your energy comes from your thoughts or feelings, and then that evaporates out of your body, and it kind of people will tell, it's something that you don't see, but you always feeling from people, like, oh, that person feels kind of nice, like, oh, that person seems really scary, that person seems really nice. That's something you don't see physically, but you're feeling it. So that's the energy I'm talking about. So when you put the consciousness into peace and love and harmony, and that's what you come out of, right? So I think it's important to focus on that side of your consciousness instead of fear and scarcity, the guilt and the shame and the sadness. It's natural to have that feelings, but you don't need to put the fuel into it, because as is, it's heavy, and the more you release that, the lighter you will get, and you know what it feels like. You've been through that dark feelings, and it sits really heavily on you, and it really affects your thoughts, your feeling, and how the day goes, your actions. But when you operate from the place of love and peace and harmony, you feel really connected to the core of yourself. In your mind and the body, it really interconnects each other when you're in the zone and the flow of love and peace and light and harmony. And that's really a good energy to give off, right? So each person is different, has a different situations, and you need to deal with in a different ways, in the best way you could. But your consciousness is something that you can control. Yes, so when you give in, you just let it be. It's easy for you to pull right into the fear, because it's something that you just accept. It's easy to accept than to stop and think about and redirect your conscious level. So I think it's important now to stop, look at it, and shift your consciousness to things that you could do in the future. So in order to, be useful to the world and be kind to each other and be peaceful and calm, and you treat each other respectfully. And so you will come out of this, we will come out of this stronger, and you shine more. Okay?